afternoon, everyone. You all look amazing today, ladies. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael Nyabako, and this is my wife.
Tutsi Michael, you've already met me.
Today we're here to speak about our journey with autism. And we're parents of 2 boys on the autism spectrum.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Tutsi Michael, his wife of 14 years.
Oh.
We have 2 beautiful boys that are on the spectrum. One is 13 and the other one is 5. Our 13-year-old is basically a big baby. He's still in diapers, he's nonverbal. He relies on us for his personal care, and he goes to a special school. Our 5-year-old, on the other hand, is verbal, very independent, very bubbly, social, everything. If you saw him, you wouldn't think he was on the spectrum, but if you spent a day with him, then you would notice the quirks starting to come out. So we will share a little bit about our lives, as fascinating as it may be, the highs and the lows, and you can take away some message of hope from that for those who are raising kids on the spectrum or those who have kids with special needs. So before we jump into the boys, I will start with how I met my amazing husband. So, hands up, those who've moved to the UK because they were looking for work, or they moved here because their home country is not the best place to be right now. Hands up if you are in that situation. Yeah, you moved here for a better life. Yeah, I think I'm probably one of the few people who's in here who moved to be with the love of their life. Who moved for love. Anyone else? Oh, there's 2 of us. Oh my gosh, this is like the first time this has ever happened. Wow. Okay, so I moved here in 2011. I used to live in Toronto, Canada. And in Toronto, I was single, living my best life, modeling, doing all this kind of stuff that single people do, partying and all that. But I could not find love. I mean, I thought I was the hottest thing out there, but I just could not find a man. Hands up if that resonates with any of you guys. Like you've got your things going, you've got a good job, you're cute, but you could not find love. No? No one in that situation? Okay, moving on. So, as I was looking for love, I just started in my spirit praying, and I was like, God, I cannot find anyone. Please help me with this, because this is a big city, this is a big country. How is it not possible for me to find anybody? And lo and behold, everyone was talking about dating online. I was like, dating online, I've never tried that. And back in those days, there weren't these big dating apps or anything. There were only like a couple of apps out there for social media. And the one that I went on, not MySpace, but it was called High Five. I don't know if any of you remember High Five. It was sort of like Facebook back in those days. And that's how I met him. And when we started talking, we had a whole maybe 5 or 6 hour time difference. So when it was night over here, it was still daytime there, so we had to work our schedules around that. We did a lot of Skype dates, you know, a lot of phone calls, a lot of like eating over dinner, over Skype, that kind of stuff. When everyone was going out for dinner, we were staying in. That's how we got to be friends. And then one year I came for Christmas, to spend Christmas with him, and he asked me to marry him. And that's how I ended up here. with you guys. Not in Canada, but and fast forward 2011, 2012, our newborn came. And like everybody else, you're so excited about your firstborn. You have all these expectations about how motherhood is gonna go for you. You know, you have so much hope and so many things that you plan out for your firstborn. And then when he's about 2 to 3 years old, we start noticing a couple of odd things happening. One, he's not talking. 2, he's not sleeping well. I mean, his day would start at 3 o'clock in the morning. And we're not talking, oh, it's 3 o'clock, he's gonna be quiet and calm. It's 3 o'clock and everything is functioning at 100%. He is bouncing off the walls and his energy levels are all over the place. And he would not want to be with anybody else but me. So he would be sleeping while I was on mommy duty at 3. And then I would have to get him ready for school and be ready for work. And so my day would start at 3 o'clock. And that was on repeat. We go to bed at 12, we're up at 3. And that went on and on and on. And I was like, this is not living. I feel like I'm seeing things, I'm imagining things because I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm not resting, I'm running on E. We need to find out what is going on here. So I sought help. We sought help from places like MenCap, the National Autistic Society, just trying to remember all these charities that we worked with. But basically I saw a sleep therapist and we looked into different things to try helping him sleep through the night, because starting at 3, I don't know about you guys, but that is not a healthy way to start your day. So months later, we figured it out. Now he's 12, he sleeps through the night. He doesn't wake up and start his day at 3 o'clock anymore, so thank God for that. We managed to get that in check. So I was like, you know what, God, after that ride, I am not doing it again. Now, no more kids, because autism has kicked my butt. But our next son, however, came 7 years later. I'll let you describe the experience with Logan.
Before I begin talking about the next part, autism, can anyone in this room raise their hand if they're autism aware?
Aware.
Oh, that's amazing. We're amazing. Yes. So, when I first heard the word autism, in connection with my child, I can honestly say I didn't fully understand what it was. It was something very new to me. The two of us were new. And what it came up with is a lot of questions. Like, did I do something wrong? How can I help my child? It made me think about their future as well. And then, my son, at first started speaking, he could say mommy and daddy. And then he became totally non-verbal. At that point, we just started looking for answers why our child will not be able to speak. And then it came to a point where he did something that really struck me. I was at work, and I had some family visit my house, and they were looking after my child, and my wife was there, and he managed to find his way out of the house and disappeared. And while I'm at work, I get a phone call. We cannot find Alban. I'm thinking, there's 6 people in the house. How did they miss him? How did he just disappear? And my child just happened to go to a playground which was 2 miles away from home. And his navigation skills when he was just 2 years old amazed me. At least along the way, my son was found playing there when they had to look for him. I had left work already. At that point, I thought, oh, this is something else. This is something that we have never dealt with. We don't understand what is going on. And it gave me a realization that autism is not a tragedy. It is a different, it's a unique way of thinking how their brain works. It's a unique ability as well. And we had to learn quickly how to understand what autism was and how to help our child. And we got help through the National Autistic Society, who were there for us, supporting us and helping us understand what we can do to help our child. And also gave us signposting to special school. So, yes, Alban, he's now 13 years old. He's a big boy, he's almost taller than me. Very tall, I guess the genes. And I have to say, to this date, he's still non-verbal. And something that we're trying to communicate each day using different things, which is Makaton, which is spec cards. And autism taught me a different way, a new way of communicating. And it also gave me the patience to understand through their lens what they see. And I have to say, acceptance didn't come overnight. It came through learning, connecting with other parents, and letting go what I thought normal looked like. Being a dad of children with autism reshaped me. I had a career going on. I was a financial analyst for Lloyd's Pharmacy, dealing with NHS accounts. I was a successful landscape business owner. I was a music project management. And then, purpose changed me. My children, they became my biggest priority. And that purpose of being a dad is the one that I took over. And I had to let go all these things that I was focusing on, to focus on my family. And I became a full-time parent. It is with heartfelt that a lot of us dads out there, we go above and beyond for our families, and I feel that there are men out there that need to be heard, and that need to understand that family priorities are the best purpose you can ever take on. So I'm going to let my wife talk about our other son, Logan, and his.
So yes, after we had Alban, I really didn't think I could do it again, because being a mom to a special needs child who is basically depending on someone for everything is quite draining. But through prayer and support, we decided to have another one, and we had Logan, who's 5 now, and he was the hurricane that we needed, because that parenting journey was so different. He came with fire. Like, everything that we thought we knew about parenting just went out the window, because he is quite independent. He is the boss. He is like the head boy in our household. He is in charge of his brother. It's like he is the big brother. When we're out and about, if we go shopping, he holds his brother's hand. He walks him around. He helps him get in the car. He helps him with the car seat, with the seat belts and everything. It's like God answered every single one of our prayers. He's verbal. He even says some stuff to me that I look at him and I'm like, child, you are 5 years old. How are you talking to your mom like that, kind of thing, you know? So it just goes to show that every single child is different. Every single autistic person is also different. Just because you've met someone who's autistic here doesn't mean the next person you're going to meet is going to have the exact same behaviors. Because I tell you the truth, guys, my house can be like a circus. Because one child is very sensory, which means everything is hyper for him. So if it's music we're playing, it's too loud for him. If it's lights in the house, it might be too bright for him. So at least the houses here have got 2 floors. So one floor can be for the quiet child, and the ground floor can be for the loud child. So that's how we have peace in my house, because otherwise the 2 worlds cannot coexist. So here's to say that to the parents who have autistic kids or special needs kids, I know the journey is tough. I know there's days where you're gonna feel like you're losing your mind, because I have days like that too. And in those days, it is very important, I stress, that you find time to have me time. Whether it is me time an hour or 30 minutes in the morning or at night, whatever works with your schedule, please do it. Because our kids take everything out of us on a day-to-day basis. So you need time to refresh and regroup. And you also need time with your husband. Because we forget sometimes that it is a team effort to make these things work. So, find things that replenish your spirit. Whether it is prayer, meditating, a bath. Yes, a bath. People are looking at me like I'm crazy. A bath. Or a walk in the park, a walk outside, get some fresh air, some sunshine if you can find it, or if not, just be outside. What I've learned about our kids is they are in touch with nature on a level that we don't even understand. Because nature heals a lot of things. My kids know about grounding. I don't know if you guys know anything about grounding, but they walk everywhere barefoot. Doesn't matter if it's cold, they are barefoot outside. They are in the grass, they are feeling the earth. They're in the soil, they're touching the leaves, they're feeling everything. So they have taught me a lot about nature that I did not know. So we could learn a lot of things from these children. I know some of them are nonverbal and they act like they're crazy or possessed, but we can learn so much from them because they understand the world on a different level that we don't. We have no idea. I mean, these kids, one is verbal and one is nonverbal, but they're always laughing. I'm like, what are you guys laughing at? How are you communicating what you're laughing about? I do not understand what is happening here. Even at school, Albert has got a friend at school who's also nonverbal, and the teachers are always saying, These guys are always laughing and having a good time. We do not understand how they communicate, but they have the best time and they give the best hugs. If you're having a bad day and you get a hug from my son, I kid you not, I do not know this energy that you just get from him all of a sudden. So we could learn so much from these kids. We just need to understand them more. And unfortunately, we live in a society that has taught us that we should shun people that we don't understand. We should shun things that we do not understand. So here's to say, let's make the world a better place for our kids so that they can thrive in our world. Thank you so much for listening. Have an amazing weekend.
Thank you for listening. I really appreciate the time that you took to listen. Yeah, there's a lot of work that we still need to do together, but in terms of autism, I'm an advocate, and I hope you can support me in advocating for autism. Thank you.
Okay, can we give them a better round of applause? All right, so one more time, a round of applause for this wonderful couple. Put that to have a seat. Enjoy yourself for a bit, and then we'll call you back soon. It's not an easy journey. Please, let's just keep clapping for them. Like I said, it takes a lot to share that, and I relate to that. I understand what it means to hide.